We are Kaloma Home for the Aged, and this is our story. I'm Tennille, I'm the CEO of Kaloma in Goondiwindi. We're a 69-bed aged care facility, so we care for people here in the building, but we also do home care package programs, so we care for people in their home as well. Kaloma was built in 1987, and from the records that I can see, it was a lot of community fundraising. We sit on state land, so it's just for the purpose of aged care, so they actually community fundraised to build the building here, so we are a community-owned asset. I've been here for about 5 years. I first started as an RN working on the floor and doing night shift, and then I changed to the clinical nurse role, and then when the previous CEO left, I ended up doing her role, so I've been doing that for about 4 years. My day-to-day mainly consists of dealing with people in general, whether it be staff, visitors, families. I do walk around the place a fair bit to see what's happening around the different areas. So Kaloma is a PBI, or Public Benevolent Institution, so our main purpose is for the purpose of aged care, and that gives us a deductible gift recipient status, so that any donations that we have are actually fully tax deductible. So if someone were to donate us some money, they get a receipt from us to say they've given us a donation, and they can claim that back on their tax. For me personally, it's being able to help people. You know, obviously you're making a difference in residents' lives, but helping staff as well. So, you know, we've got about 111 employees, and I know all of them by their first name and last name, and it's being able to talk to them and have them come to you if they have any concerns and things like that. Kaloma's done a lot of investment in human resources, and when I say that, I mean like keeping people here, recruiting and retaining staff, and just developing that good rapport with staff so they stay with us. And essentially, if you have happy staff, you have happy residents. We didn't have any issues getting them here, but finding them accommodation, getting them to stay in the community, that is what our challenge was, so we had to sort of take it into our own hands. We do house about 25% of our workforce, either on site or off site, and we do have various programs to keep them here. So we do staff bonuses, we have employee loans. Just depends how long they've been an employee here for, and what their work ethic and reliability is like. Society has changed to what we were 10, 15 years ago. When I say that people want to work less, they want to work enough to make money, and that's it. So that's particularly difficult in aged care because we're a very physically demanding and emotionally demanding profession, and we're a 24-hour facility, so we have to care for these people 24 hours a day. We really need to be flexible to cater to this new generation of people that only want to work X amount of hours or certain days or certain times of the week. Aged care workers need to have on-the-job training, so a lot of the people that we have apply haven't done this before. We identify those at interview time, and we have open and honest discussion with them, so we can identify early on whether or not they need more support, so they can follow our staff around and see what it entails, so they actually know what they're getting themselves into, because we don't just sit around and make them cups of teas all day and talk. It's actually a very demanding job, but it is very rewarding also. That's why a lot of people say that they wanted to come into aged care, because they wanted to make a difference in someone's life. We are a registered charity, but that doesn't mean that we can't do commercial activities, provided all the funds that we make commercially come back into the purpose of aged care and don't go to shareholders. One of those businesses is Rejuva-Flow IV, so it's an IV therapy business. It does different IV vitamins like vitamin B12, zinc, glutathione, vitamin C, and things like that. They're all scripted, so we have our own doctor that does our scripts. So they'll come to us with a condition, fatigue and tiredness, and we'll give them a drip with the multiple B vitamins, etc. And usually within a week they see an improvement, and that can last anywhere from a month to 3 months. We've done a lot of work around shifting the culture at Kaloma in the last few years, and obviously evidence that that's changing is our staff turnover rate coming down dramatically. So that's one of our KPIs that we look at when it comes to changing the culture. But we have a chef who's highly skilled, and he was very interested, and he comes from a background of running restaurants and being head chef. So part of showing our employees that we value them and value their input was we actually started to open a restaurant on a Thursday night down at a local club. The way we approach things at Kaloma as a leadership group is that everyone's voice is valuable, so it's not just me that makes the decisions, it's the other managers that make the decisions. The community has been very generous over the years with donations, particularly to medical equipment. The council's been very supportive and always pointed us in the direction of what may be helpful. And we do have our annual Christmas party every year, and people take turns in who gets to organise it. People pick the theme, so that's really good to be able to go out and socialise and not have to worry about work, but sort of connect with each other outside of work. Probably the most exciting thing looking forward to the future is not knowing what it holds. We like challenges here, and we like to show that we can be quite innovative and think outside the square, so to speak. And we've been able to do that with such great community support, of course. So Probably the most exciting thing about moving forward to the future is, yeah, the sky's the limit. We could do anything basically.